So welcome again to Code with Akkyaa, and we have a little bit tiny bit of a change in the protocol, or let's just say the playlist, or whatever you call it. We have a tiny bit of a change in the game plan. So the game plan is now pretty simple. We're gonna do like the 100 days DSA mastery. In this one, we'll be doing like the 50 days of DSA, like the data structures and algorithms. We're gonna learn 50 concepts for 50 days, and then we'll have 50 days in which we are going to be preparing for interview questions. Daily, we'll be covering 5 to 10 interview questions in those 50 days. And in these 50 days, like the initial 50 days, we are just going to focus on algorithms, just purely focused on algorithms. 50 days, 50 different algorithms and data structures. That's it. So today, we're going to learn bubble sort. So let's just see what exactly is bubble sort algorithm. All right, so bubble sort algorithm is simple comparison based sorting algorithm. It repeatedly steps through the list, compares adjacent elements and swap them if they are in wrong order. This process is repeated until the list is sorted. So basically, it's written in the most simple way humanly possible. So what it basically does is just it takes a look at the array or list, and then it sees, okay, are they in a perfect order? Are they in ascending order? If they are not, then it starts to swap the bigger character with the smaller character, arrange them in ascending order until it's totally done for the entire list. So what exactly is the advantages and disadvantages of using the bubble sort algorithm? Let's just see that. So first we'll do like the theory stuff, everything in theory, and then we'll move on to the practicals. So advantages are pretty simple: simplicity, in-place sorting, stability, and the fourth thing is best case efficiency. So simplicity, it's easy to understand. In-place sorting means minimal memory usage, and stability, preserve relative orders, like the bubble sort is a stable sort, right? Which means it maintains the relative order of equal elements in input list, right? This can be important in certain applications, like in order of elements is significant, right? And then this is best case efficiency, right? The fourth one. So what exactly it is means is that efficient for nearly sorted data. Like if the data is nearly sorted, almost sorted, half the elements are sorted, but half the is like messed up, totally messed up, then it will be efficient for that one because it's half arranged, semi-arranged data. So now, what are the possible disadvantages of having bubble sort algorithm in your system? Inefficiency, the first one, because it gives little bit of poor performance when it comes to large data. Like when you have a large list, it is a bit complex because it takes a longer time to work with large data because it's significantly slower compared to like the quick sort or merge sort when it comes to big data. Then there is number of comparisons and swaps. It's too much, like it compares every single number with each other, so that's like too much. And then non-adaptive, lack of adaptivity. This is one of the things that they makes it a little bit more inconvenient to use because that's like too slow. Then inefficient of most practical uses, like it's not practical to use bubble sort algorithm in most of the stuff, but it's just for educational purposes. But certain systems use it in the real world, like the some of the educational platforms like Khan Academy or something. Then some embedded systems, small applications, or maybe legacy systems also use this, as far as I know. And also some of the small systems use bubble sort algorithm in their programs or in their applications or apps or whatever that happens to be. But bubble sort algorithm is mostly not used practically, but it's for just for the educational purposes. So let's just see how that looks into coding. Let's just see that real quick. So let's jump into the coding stuff and let's just do that real quick as soon as possible. The first thing that we're going to do is just define a function, calling it the bubble sort. Once we have the bubble sort function created, all right, so bubble sort, we'll pass array into it, and then what we'll do is just basically create an n as a variable which will have the length of the array. All right, once we have that, what we'll do is just transverse or traverse or whatever it happens to be, like it's traverse through all the array elements. So we'll just create a for loop for that, for I in range n and then we'll track if any elements are swapped during this process. All right, so swapped is equal to false. Initially it will be false. If the swapping is successful, then it will be true afterwards. So let's just say last I element are already sorted, right? First j in range 0 to n minus I minus 1, right? So basically there will be like 2 loops and 1 swapping system. That's it. That's all of it that we're going to use. The outer loop will be iterating the entire array. The variable I is used to keep the track of how many elements have already been sorted in the array. And then there will be the inner loop, which is the j loop. The inner loop compares each pair of adjacent elements. If the elements are out of order, they are swapped. And then at the last, we'll have the swapping. So basically swapping is all about like just swapping stuff. If the element is bigger than the later one, it will be swapped, then again swapped until the entire list is properly swapped or sorted. That sounds better. All right. So if the elements are perfectly swapped, so this process basically swaps the element, as you can see. So as I said earlier that the prerequisites are just the basic Python. If you don't understand, if you don't understand the basics of Python, then this is going to be a little more complex for you. Not a little more, a lot complex for you. So all I want to do is just learn basic Pythons and then come to here to learn this. All right, if not swapped, then break. Because if no 2 elements were swapped by the inner loop, then break it, because now the swapping is done. Once the swapping, all the elements are sorted, swapped. Once all the elements are swapped with each other and now the list is sorted, then there will be no swapping. And once there is no swapping, then we want to break out of the loop, the inner loop, and then we'll return the array. That's it, simple as that. Now we'll create an array, a simple array, and once we're done with that, what we'll basically do is just print what we have done. So let's just create some random stuff over here so that at least it looks good enough and seems pretty genuine. All right, what I'll do is just print and say bubble sort. Inside the bubble sort we'll pass the array list. Let's just run this program real quick. All right, so we have a little bit of an error, so let's just solve this error. I think it's okay, that was an str. By mistake we defined it as str, we had to define it as array. So let's just run this all over again, and this time we won't get any kind of errors. So it's successfully sorted. So now you can see all the elements are sorted very successfully. So the link to this code is in the description. Just go and download it. So see you in the next one.